very sad to hear that. Last week, when he put out the ask for donors for his kidney, I was like, that's a terrible sign for him to go public like that. To just to put that out there like that, he must be in trouble. And then that was only sometime last week, and to hear he passed away this morning. Yesterday morning now, at the age of 41. I mean, it hits me particularly. That's my age. I'm 41. And to think that a professional athlete could have his body fail him at that young of age, it's very sad. And he was just, a really good dude. I wanted to play that Rex Ryan. See if you can find the Rex Ryan on ESPN talking about what it was like to coach him. I mean, everybody... You couldn't find a single person to say a negative thing about Nick Mangold. He was an incredible player. He was a great center. Was a part of a very good draft class, him and Ferguson, and really stabilized that offensive line. He was part of those teams that went to the back-to-back AFC Championship games. Ring of Honor member. Just an excellent football player. And a good dude and a young man. Very, very sad. With a young family. Rex is obviously an emotional guy. And, Rex coached, Nick for 6 years. And that's the last time that the Jets really felt like the Jets, or at least a relevant team. It's been that long. And, Rex was on, obviously, doing his gig on ESPN and was talking about Nick Mangold. And I thought, you could barely get through it, but it gave you an indication of what kind of person and player Nick Mangold was. This was Rex on ESPN.
Difficult day for so many people, but particularly for you. What are your emotions this morning?
Oh, it's just, it's brutal. It's such a great young man. I had the pleasure of coaching him for all 6 years with the Jets, and I remember it was obvious I was getting fired. My last game, Mangold's injured. And he comes to me and says, I'm playing this game. And he wanted to play for me. That's what I remember about this kid. He was awesome. And he's just way too young. I feel so bad for his wife and family. Rough.
Difficult day, obviously, for so many.
Yeah, obviously you could hear it. Rex was, and that's the kind of guy he was. He wanted to play for his coach. He knew his coach was getting fired. He wanted to play for him one last time. And you could tell how much, and this is especially this young, knowing what he went through. And I can tell you, just as someone who, buried his father, and I watched my father waste away. When it's that your body fails you like that at a young age. My father was 49. When you see a young man like this and that his body failed him, and that, he had kidney issues, it's scary, it's sad, it's terrible. There's something about a professional athlete like that, because, if it could happen to him, it could happen to anyone. Very sad. Very sad. And to get the news right before the game, at least I did. Again, I was busy this morning. I'm not sure when it broke. Around noon, I think, right? Sometime around there. 11 o'clock. Very, very sad.